She's on the phone. I wonder. There we are. You can see there. How are you doing? Good, good.
Is he day?
Pardon?
Is he day?
Yeah, not too bad.
What you filming? You got another YouTube video?
Pardon?
You got another YouTube video? How's things? Alright?
Yeah, not bad.
Look after yourself?
Would you mind just identifying yourself for me?
Why would I need to do that?
Because you addressed me and you're talking to me, so I just want to know who I'm talking to.
Of course I can. PC Bloomfield. Here's the warrant card.
No worries.
And that's get changed.
And your shoulder number?
It's 19, then 48, and then NW for November Whiskey, because we're in northwest London right now.
No worries. Thank you very much. And
You're a
yourself,
bit cold
sir?
in your shorts, aren't you?
No, I'm like this all year round.
Really? You got all set for Christmas?
No.
No, me neither. I'll wait till like Christmas Eve and panic buy.
I think that's what a lot of people do.
Do you go around a lot of stations doing this?
I go around quite a few, yeah.
Any particular reason why, sir?
Pardon?
Any particular reason why?
Well, first of all, could you just identify yourself for me as well, please?
There you go. Papa, 237 305.
237 305, no worries. Thank you very much, sir.
So why are you here filming today then?
Why? Because I just want to engage with some officers and just see how they feel, because during lockdown and everything else, and there was loads of things going on, and the last couple of years have just been absolutely crazy for everyone.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot of places all across the country where they feel that the police are so disconnected from the public.
Right.
And all what it is just to see how officers actually feel, whether or not they feel that they are disengaged, and if they are, or...
Alright, folks, buckle up, because this isn't your average courtroom video. Today, we're diving straight into the Harrow Police Station audit, a seemingly simple test of professionalism that spirals into something far more revealing. Our auditor arrives armed only with a camera and curiosity, seeking to uncover just how connected or disconnected police officers are from the public. Already, tension is simmering, because even in a low-pressure environment, the stakes are high. Every greeting, every pause, every word counts. Stay tuned, because what starts as a polite conversation will expose procedural slip-ups, power dynamics, and moments that will leave you questioning how well the law is actually...
Well, we are members of the public though, aren't we?
Yeah,
Really?
but you are serving officers,
Yeah.
okay, and that is what is actually being split.
Right.
But we're still members of the public, so we're not obviously police officers 24/7, are we? So we are still members of the public, and policy, regardless of it's police policy or government policy, still affects us like it would affect you.
Yeah, but you are serving constables,
Yeah.
okay, and the serving constables, okay, you have to uphold the law,
Yep.
okay, and that is what is actually in question, is the way that it's actually done.
Yeah. So you're questioning whether we're... I'll tell you what, mate, do you want to just step out that way so you don't
Yeah,
get
no worries, that's cool.
Tell you what, sir, have a lovely Christmas. Rather than four of us talk to you, we'll let our colleagues speak to you while they're in uniform.
All right.
We'll go and get changed.
No worries,
Have a
cool.
lovely Christmas.
And
Look
you,
after yourself.
no worries, take care.
Okay. And you know what you're doing, you're filming and that. If that's, you know, we've all got to have a hobby. If that's what you're enjoying, I hope you enjoy it.
No worries.
Take care of yourself.
Take care.
Okay, you're just recording the station for YouTube.
Well, first of all, would you mind both identifying you?
Here's the first critical moment. PC Bloomfield steps up and immediately sets a professional tone. He provides his name and shoulder number without hesitation, ticking off a core principle of policing: transparency. This is the foundation of trust. Yet the auditor's questions subtly push him to reveal more than just credentials. Notice the casual banter about Christmas plans. It's not fluff. It's a tactical move to humanize the interaction while testing if Bloomfield can remain professional under a lighthearted, yet probing audit. Early compliance sets a high bar, and the audience can already sense the contrast.
So you can watch it back.
How long are you going to be here?
I wasn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't hear the conversation you had with my colleagues, so I'm not quite sure what you said to them.
Well, first of all, would you mind just identifying yourself properly? PC Gordon. And your shoulder number?
2313.
2313. Cool. Thank you very much.
And what was the conversation between my colleagues and yourself? Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Well, just to find out how the police actually engage with the public. Okay, and how far disconnected at the moment a lot of areas across the country where the police are disconnected from the public.
Disconnect. I mean, the only interaction we have with members of the public is, unfortunately, is when things go wrong. But we don't knock on people's doors and have tea and scones. We only go to someone's house if there's been an incident. You see.
Well,
So
it's not only that. It's also when you actually pull people.
We do what, sorry?
Also, when you actually pull people.
Pull people.
Yep. I.e., whether or not they're in their car or they're walking down the road. Okay, and you suspect them of something. Okay, it's the way that they're actually treated and the way that you actually present yourself and the way that you actually follow the law as it should be followed.
Well, I mean, there is a procedure, and it's normally recorded, everything we do. So if there's any, have you been asked? Can I have your name, please?
That I don't need to give my name.
Okay, well, I'll give you
All
mine.
right, we let you carry on recording wherever you want to record. We do have other work to get on with, so if there's no...
And here's where things take an interesting turn. Bloomfield hands over the conversation to colleagues, effectively executing what the auditor calls a tactical retreat. On the surface, it seems professional, but pause for a second. What does this really say? Avoidance or protocol? Sometimes, stepping aside can be strategic, but it also hints at discomfort with direct scrutiny. The audience should note the shift in energy here. The stage is being set for a clash between public accountability and institutional defensiveness. This is where we start to see how varying approaches affect public perception of policing and why even small choices.
Public talking to you, every single member of the public has the right to actually stop and speak with an officer and ask questions, and that's exactly what I was doing.
I thought my colleague had answered the question.
Well, I don't know actually what the question was. You said about the way we pull people from their cars.
Okay, right. Basically, it's the way that you actually follow what the law actually is, okay, and actually follow what your procedures actually are. It's like, right now you've got your camera on, okay? You should have told me at the first possible moment, okay, that you had actually put your camera on and you were recording, okay? And that is part of your actual code of ethics, that you actually do that under section 3.5.
Well, that would normally be the case if we detained you or we were...
Well, no, it's as soon as you actually put a camera on. It's as soon as you put a camera on.
I put my camera on when I was inside the building, so you weren't there to tell, were you?
Yeah, but you put it on knowing that you were coming to me, okay, and you should have told me at the first available moment.
So that's your complaint,
Okay.
is it?
No, it's not a complaint. I didn't say it was a complaint, but this is what I'm saying. It's small things that build up to a big thing, okay? Also, it makes your job harder, and it means that things are not followed correctly. Right, and that is what the problem is, okay? There's so many different things and so many corners being cut, right? And it's not right. It's not right, okay? You're there as officers, okay, to uphold the law, right? And yes, we need a police force, and it's very important that we have a police force. But what members of the public want is they do not want a corrupt police force. They want police constables that will actually uphold the law and obey the law as it...
Now, the tension ramps up. PC Gordon, or PC 580, enters with a noticeably different energy. His tone is dismissive, emphasizing procedure over engagement. The auditor's polite questions are met with bureaucratic language. We only respond when things go wrong. Here, viewers can see the real drama unfold. This isn't a disagreement over facts, it's a clash of philosophy. The public wants connection, the officer focuses on rules. This moment underscores a recurring courtroom theme: authority versus accountability. Ask yourself, would you feel heard if every polite inquiry was deflected this way? That's exactly the kind of subtle friction this audit...
I'm not going to make a comment about that.
Would you not want to see the police and the actual public closer together? Do they work together a lot better?
Well, I think, obviously, and to a certain extent we do. We've come out here to talk to you because that's what you obviously wanted. So you want us to
Yeah, to engage with officers, yeah.
Okay, and then we've asked what you're doing, and you said you're just recording something for whatever reason, just to probably get evidence on how we communicate with you, or how we interact with you.
Yeah.
Having said that, then that's happened now, so there's no reason for us to continue a conversation.
Yeah, but then there were other questions then that I've asked you, like the one that I've just asked you, okay? Now, you say about you can't comment. Yes, you can comment, okay, as an officer, because it's good for the powers that be higher up the chain to see exactly how officers actually feel, okay? And unless officers actually speak up and the public speak up exactly what I'm doing, right, then things aren't ever going to change. And that's why I asked you outright, okay, if there was one thing that you could actually do, what would it be? And that's not a hard question to answer, and that's a question that a lot of officers have answered for me.
Okay, well, so why do you want to ask it from someone else then? If they've told you the answer?
No, that's from their own perspective. This is from your perspective.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know where to start.
You wouldn't know where to start.
Jump in with an answer? I can't.
If you can help out with an answer as well, that'd be cool.
What's the question? Repeat it, please.
Okay. If there was one thing that you could actually change to try and bring the public and the police back together to work closely together, what would it be?
Well,
change.
The perception is that we are opposite sides of the fence. The public and the police are not against each other.
Well, no, the public have lost a lot of faith in the police.
In certain circumstances.
Okay, and this is why people would like to see a change, and they want things to be done correctly. And that's why I asked you if there was one thing that could be changed, and I don't see why it's such a hard question to actually answer. I've had inspectors, I've had sergeants, I've had DCs, I've had so many officers actually answer this question, so I don't see why it's such a hard question to answer.
I just said, I said the perception that it's us and them, us, the police, but there's you, the public. Why have you lost it?
Should not be allowed to actually step down and walk away from their job and then get a pension if they've actually broken the law. Okay, they should be actually done as anybody else would for breaking the law, and they should not be then given their pension from the public purse, right, for something that they've done wrong. And this is what people are actually asking questions about. If you look at the Met alone, right, and you look over the period of 2018 to 2019, okay, in a 12-month period, you actually had just over 600 officers, okay, that were up for breaking the law, that then managed to step down when they were being investigated, and they've taken a pension. Come on, that's not right. That's why the public are losing faith. Why should somebody who breaks the law then be able to still get paid? And this is why the public are losing faith, and this is why we're asking if there's one thing as a serving constable that you could change, what would it be?
I told you, the mentality.
Pay attention to this critical point. The auditor calls out a small but essential procedural failure, the failure to announce the recording of the interaction. It may seem minor, but this is where policy and public trust intersect. Every officer is expected to comply with recording protocols, and neglecting them can erode credibility instantly. The tension here isn't just about a camera, it's symbolic. It's about respecting transparency, following the rules, and acknowledging the public's right to be informed. These are the subtle but crucial details that can make or break a professional encounter, and they're exactly the moments that keep viewers glued to the screen.